guys, I'm Laura Vitale. On this episode of Laura in the Kitchen, I want to share with you my favorite recipe for what I call the perfect chicken parm sandwich. It's so much easier than what you think, a chicken parm sandwich. This is, my version anyway. There's no breading, there's none of that excess stuff going on. It's just simple, good, juicy chicken breast, flavorful sauce, best quality Parmigiano Reggiano, melted mozzarella. We're in business. Let's go over the ingredients so we can get started. I'll need some finely chopped onion, garlic, and Fresno chili that I've seeded. Some good thinly sliced chicken breast. You're gonna need some mozzarella. Make sure you buy the kind that's dry, not the kind that's in water. Some good Parmigiano Reggiano, some fresh basil and parsley that I've chopped. Salt and pepper, olive oil, and some passata. You could use any crushed tomatoes. This is just what I have on hand. And I'm only making a couple sandwiches today, so I didn't want to open up a new can. So, let's get right into it. I've got a little saucepan here, my little pot that's been preheating with a couple tablespoons of olive oil right back here. And I'm going to add in my onion, garlic, and Fresno. Now, the Fresno chili is got a nice fruity heat. I've taken out the seeds so it's not too hot, but it's still going to give a good flavor because it does have great flavor. And it's got a little bit of heat, which I like. I'm going to add half of my parsley and basil mix. I'm just going to saute these together until the veggies start to break down a little bit and soften, and then we'll add in our passata. It looks amazing and smells even better. I'm going to add in my passata. That is going to be so good and so flavorful. Turn this down to low. I'm going to let that simmer for about 10 minutes. I'm just going to take my lid and partially cover it so it doesn't bubble up everywhere. Let that simmer for about 10 to 15 minutes, and when that's ready, we'll get going to sauteing our chicken. I mean, how simple is this? I am going to be honest with you. When I see a chicken parm sandwich on a menu somewhere, and the description says breaded chicken cutlet on a roll with sauce and cheese, makes me cringe. I don't know why anybody needs to bread it. I mean, it gets soggy anyway. That breading doesn't stay crispy. So why do all the extra steps and why eat all the extra calories when it doesn't even taste good? So in our restaurant, this is how we did it. People loved it. Because think about it. The chicken and the parm and the sauce is the star, and it doesn't get confused with all that mushy breading. So get rid of that. Do it this way from now on. So this is going to simmer, and then we'll get going to sauteing our chicken. Oh yeah, that sauce has gotten really nice and thick. I'm going to season it with some salt and pepper. Now taste your sauce, because depending on the tomatoes you're buying or the canned tomatoes you're buying, chances are it can be a little bit on the, a little sour, because tomatoes do have acid, can be a little bit on the acid side. So if you need to, just add in a teaspoon of sugar, and it really balances it out super well. So the sauce is pretty much done. I'm going to hit it with leftover fresh herb mixture. Give that a stir. You can immediately smell the basil too, and that parsley just adds a really nice kind of light, fresh, not so sweet flavor like the basil. It smells amazing. So I've got my skillet back here preheating. I'm gonna add some salt and pepper to my chicken breast. Perfect. I'm gonna put them seasoned side down in my skillet that I have preheating with some olive oil. And these are literally, because they're so thin, about 3 to 4 minutes on each side, and they will be completely cooked through. I'm going to season this side. Let them cook through, and then I'll show you pretty much how to finish it. My chicken breasts have beautifully cooked all the way through. Now I'm just going to top each one with our delicious, flavorful sauce. Look at that. And this is a heat-proof skillet, so I'm going to pop this under the broiler, which you want to make sure you have preheating. And then I'm just going to put some mozzarella right on the top, tear it to make it fit. Great. A little piece right there. And then, of course, you need some Parmigiano. It is chicken parm after all. So you want to be able to use, you want to make sure you use the best parm you can. Look at that. That looks amazing. What I've got here are some steak rolls. I just cut the very, very ends because I use them for breadcrumbs, and I wanted to get, the chicken breast to fit a bit better on the actual roll because they were like much longer. and I can use them for breadcrumbs, which is great. So I'm gonna pop these under the broiler as well as my chicken. It's gonna be under there for like a minute until the cheese has melted and the bread's toasted, and then it's time to assemble and eat. Now that is a chicken parm I want to eat and serve. Am I right? The bread's nice and toasted. I'm just going to take 2 pieces for now and make myself a sandwich. I think I might take this one. Be careful because it is super hot. Look at that. That's what it's all about. Look, I mean, seriously, okay? We don't joke around in Laura in the kitchen. We certainly don't mess around when it comes to food. Look at that. That is a sandwich I want to eat. And like I said, it's a sandwich I want to serve. It is pretty rich, so if the sandwich was any bigger than this, whoops. If the sandwich was any bigger than this, I would definitely split it with someone, but luckily, look at that cheese. I'm eating it. Luckily, it's not super big, so I'm going to eat it all by myself. It's going to be hot though. Oh yeah. Now make sure you let it cool for a little bit before you slice it so the cheese doesn't run all over the place. But I'm impatient and it is what it is. And I'm going to continue to eat mine. So if you want to get this recipe, go to LauraInTheKitchen.com. I hope you enjoy spending time with me and I'll see you soon. Bye.